Something you can't buy new anymore. That's what I meant. I think I said you can't buy anymore. Get this ribbon back in here, come on. Just gorgeous, like just stupid gorgeous. Oh my God. Whereas all these other ones, I ain't touching, other than to show in a video. Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Just Shauna here to talk about some friggin' books that I have collected over the years. Wuthering Heights editions, and now I have several Great Gatsby editions also. The last time I did this, I only had the Wuthering Heights, and I can't remember how many I had. I think I wrote it down, and now of course I can't find
where I effing wrote it down.
I have like 20 now or something like that. I think I have 20 or something, and before I had like 12. I don't know. I've added a few, and I'm just gonna go into that because that was like 4 years ago, I think, if I remember correctly. And as I did last time, I'm going to say like what like collection it's from. They're not, most of them aren't like special editions, like, you know, like Fairy Loot exclusive or Illumicrate, like those types of special editions. It's just typically publishers that do collections, usually of classics. And that's kind of why I do this, honestly. I do love Wuthering Heights and I do love Great Gatsby. But like, and like as far as classics go, they're definitely my favorites. But it's not like Wuthering Heights or Great Gatsby, either of them are books that I'm just like screaming from the rooftops all the time. Oh my God, they're like, I feel so seen, or whatever. They're just, I enjoy them, and I do like having books to collect really pretty, fun editions of, and classics are where you go for that, because modern books, if there were a bunch of cool editions of like City of Girls, I would absolutely snatch all of those up, but there's not. So yeah, we're just gonna go through that, and I'll tell you about how much you can get them for, and like kind of how rare or not rare, how common or how rare they seem to be based on looking online for the exact editions that I have. Most of them are pretty common. You can find them and they're not like expensive or anything like that. And I think I'm just kind of gonna do it randomly. There's no particular order. I'm just gonna grab them as they are on the shelf right here. So this first one that I have is one that I acquired more recently, and there is actually, I think, is this the one that had a dust jacket? No, this one didn't have a dust jacket. This one is Andrews McMeel Publishing, and I could not find this online, like when I searched, so it seemed kind of rare, but I know I have seen this in stores before, so I don't think it's crazy. It wasn't expensive. Again, I couldn't find it online to see about how much it was, but I don't think it's anything crazy, like maybe 20 bucks or something. But this one is kind of a little bit more of a special edition. It's really fun. I mean, it's beautiful for one thing, but this has all of these really cool little extra like inserts, like a map of West Yorkshire where the book is, little postcards with art in it. There's a family tree that I'm gonna get like framed, Haworth parsonage, and like these things to look like old-fashioned little notes with like information about where Emily Bronte lived, and there's like little pieces of art all throughout the book. So it's really cool. If you like any classic, if you collect any classics and you ever come across one of these, it was like wrapped up like in saran wrap kind of thing and like whatever. And it did say, it had a thing on the front saying that it included all these little fun things. It is really cool. So if you can find an Andrews McMeel Publishing edition of something you like, I'd say grab it up. This one is another one that you can definitely get it online. I've seen it online, and it's not crazy expensive. It depends though, because they're all used. This is not an edition that you can buy new anymore. It is a Random House Richard Ellis 1943 Wuthering Heights. Like this. It has kind of deckled edges. And yeah, there's lots of them available online, but most of them are way more dinged up than this one. This one has, it's like a little dinged up around here. It's a little rough around here. But most of them that I've seen are like tattered around the edges for sure, because it's a super old edition. And this one, I really like this. It has a book plate, and it says, this book belongs to, and it looks like it says Madge Neil Niebuhr. Madge Neil Niebuhr. I would think. February 1944. So this was a year after it was published, and I just think it's really cool. Yeah, see? Random House Publishers, 1943. And it's like the type, you know, the text is double columned. And it does have artwork too throughout. Let me find. There's these dark black and white ones. And I just love the dramatic Heathcliff on the front being his gloom and doom self. But yeah, this is one I've been looking at for a while, and there's like some stains on the cover too. Been looking for a decent copy of it for a while, and I finally found one. So it's definitely vintage, something you can't buy anymore, but not like some special limited edition or whatever. Something you can't buy new anymore. That's what I meant. I think I said you can't buy anymore. This next one is another one that the edition is not some special collector's whatever, but it is very, very rare, hard to find copies online. But if there are some, they're not usually expensive, and they're from eBay typically. And the only reason this one I think is a little bit more like hard to find is because it is the Scholastic edition that was direct to home, and it says that. It has like the replication of her signature here, and this artwork, which is from the cover. And yeah, right here. This product is available for distribution only through the direct-to-home market. It was 2005. And so yeah, because of that, like when I looked for it recently for my notes for this, there was one copy I found on eBay. It was only $10. So if there are some available, they're not going to be expensive. It's just, it's not necessarily always going to be available. And it's this nice like fabric hardcover. So really like that. Then we have this one, which is Paper Mill Press, and it's like a soft cover, but it's not like a paperback, but it's like this soft cover guy. And these are very common. I've seen these out in the wild constantly. I mean, like at Barnes & Noble and various bookstores and things. It's not like some super special edition. I don't think there's even anything, there's no artwork or anything inside. Like here, there's a little bookmark ribbon and whatnot. But yeah, and this one is a series that they do, and there's about 20 different classics in the series. And yeah, they're about like $4 to $15 online. You can find them if there's like used copies and stuff you can find for real cheap, but even new copies are like 20 bucks. So nothing crazy, but just really cute. I like the foil. The green foil I think is cool. And then this next one is the one that I took the dust jacket off. It wasn't very pretty, if I remember correctly, and I think I ended up usually I'll keep dust jackets like in my closet. This one I think I eventually threw away because the naked hardcover is just so pretty to me. This like, it's very simple. It's again kind of like a fabric-y feel, but just the silver foil, I just think it's so pretty. And this one has a little bit of artwork in it that is also very, very pretty. Not the vibe of the book. The art in this is not the vibe like that other one that had the dark stuff. Like that one's the vibe of the book for sure, the very gothic. But then there's like this on the chapter pages. But yeah, this is Harper Design, and it does seem pretty rare actually, at least when I looked. It's a US publisher, and I could only find it on eBay for around 40 bucks for editions like this. So seems pretty rare. Again, I don't think it's some like special collectors, oh my god, or whatever. If you want to buy one, it's a little bit more expensive than, you know, $4 to $20 or whatever, and a little harder to find too. This next one, I think I talked about this in the last video from a few years ago, but this one I had like ordered, but it was on the way and I didn't have it yet. But that is this Collins Classics edition, HarperCollins UK, and just how pretty, how effing pretty is this? I love it so much, and it doesn't have anything fancy on the inside, artwork or anything like that. It's pretty rare though, depending on when you look. When I was making my notes for this on Amazon, you could find copies for $36. But right now, it just depends on the sellers, like, because it's secondhand, all of them, I'm pretty sure. And like right now, I see that there is a copy, there's one in stock for $9. And I found this on Abe Books for $8 when I was making my notes. So it just depends. It depends on the seller and what is available. it is, again, not something that's like some super rare, crazy edition. It's just, it is a little more rare, and it just depends on the time you look. But it's just so pretty. It's like watercolor. Oh, I love it. Then we have the Wordsworth Editions Limited Luxe Collection. There are 6 books in this series that they have available, and this is the Wuthering Heights. I found this used at Bookman's, hence the sticker back here that I haven't taken off yet. I just think it's so pretty, this like copper foil. And this one just has some end pages. I don't think it has any artwork or anything, but yeah, it's their like Luxe Collection or whatever. This one you can find online fairly easy. Around 20 bucks when I was looking is how much you could get it for. I got it at Bookman's for, oh, usually they write, oh no, because it was like a new one. Yeah, so I got it for 21 bucks. Then we have a very common one that I'm sure you guys have seen. If you go to bookstores ever, you've probably seen this Wuthering Heights or Pride and Prejudice. I know I see a lot, like all the standard classics. That is the, what is it, Penguin? Yeah, Penguin Classics Deluxe, Graphics Deluxe, technically. And I just love the vibes. The vibes are Wuthering Heights, for sure. The title is like a little embossed here, and deckled edges, which I like, and it has this kind of little guy here, and I just think it's so fun. So fun. But yeah, these are very common. There's about 20 or so in the series for this. You can get them for like 15 bucks new, brand new. They're online, readily available. Just so freaking cool though. This one is a prized possession. It is an Indian edition, Fingerprint Classics. And so in the US, it's pretty rare. There's about 40 plus books in the series. Buying it from a website, like if you find it on like, you know, European Amazon or something, I mean, they're not expensive. It's like $5, but you just can't find these in stores in the US or anything. And this was a gift from Nashwa, who I don't think really makes videos anymore. I don't know if she watches anymore, but hi Nashwa, if you're watching ever. Yeah, she sent this to me, and when she now lives in Canada, or last I knew she lived in Canada, but she oh fun, I didn't remember that was in there. But when she was living in Pakistan, she sent this to me, and I just love it so much. Yeah, right here it says Saeed Book Bank, leading importers, exporters, distributors, booksellers, and publishers of Pakistan, and has like how many Indian rupees it is. Yeah. Just love it. It's really pretty too, this cover. So pretty. And then we have another UK one. This is the Michael O'Mara Classics edition. There are about, how many? Oh, I didn't write down how many, but it's a smaller collection. They're not super easy to find online, but it's not necessarily super rare. And I think this is one that most of these, if I didn't say earlier, and I said it in the first video I did years ago, at least half of my Wuthering Heights collection was gifted to me by Elliot Brooks, my booktube bestie, just my bestie. And I'm pretty sure this is definitely one she got. So I think she found it like in the wild in a bookstore. And yeah, it doesn't have like artwork or anything, but it's just so pretty. I just love the like cherry blossoms thing with it. But yeah, they're about like $10 range when you do find them. Then we have a Puffin Books Penguin Random House. What is this one called? Beautiful Clothbound Classics series. And I mean, I just love this. It's so freaking pretty. Has a little lavender colored like ribbon or whatever. Just gorgeous. Like just stupid gorgeous. Oh my God. Little pretty pink end pages too. Because yeah, the little birds on here are kind of like a light purple pink. It's pink. Again, like no artwork or anything like that, but just such a pretty cover. Has the family tree in here. Get this ribbon back in here. Come on. These you can find pretty easily online. I'm not sure how many are in the series. I couldn't figure that out. Like $15 to $20 range to buy them new. And yeah, I mean, I think they're worth it. It's so pretty. How many times am I going to say that in this video? This one was kind of weird. It's Macmillan Popular Classics edition. And I could not freaking find, it's the UK, and I could not find any of these online. And I think it's probably just because, oh, here's why. I was gonna say probably just because there's so many like different Macmillan like editions and series. Like Macmillan has so many, you know, It's like such an umbrella. But I just opened it and I saw this is another one that Nashwa sent me because it has the Saeed Book Bank here as well. So that's probably why I couldn't find it online, because I was looking on, you know, US websites. But yeah, super cool. Very much the vibes of the book. This is one that is definitely very rare. This is one that you can only, there's a note in here. This is again from Nashwa. Between Elle and Nashwa, my whole collection, she put a little note that this is a rare one you won't find anywhere else, exclusively published and sold here. And it's this Readings Classics, Weris Printers is like, I don't know if that was the main publisher. Yeah. This edition, 2018 in Pakistan by Readings. Yeah, printed in Pakistan by Weris Printers. Again, very much the vibe of the book, the moodiness, love it. And I love, even though they're not like, again, some special, super expensive, whatever, but like these ones are some of my most prized ones just because they are rare here, you know, and like this one where you can only buy it there. I just love that. I love it so much. This is one my best friend Nessa found for me when she was in, I think LA or something. And it is Race Point Publishing Knickerbocker Classics. And this one is less rare, like as far as what I've seen out in the wild. It's US. It's not super available online either. There's like 30 to 40 in the series. And it looks like you can get them for like 15 bucks or so new. But yeah, they're kind of like a soft hardcover situation. Very fine pages, like thin pages, and then it has this little guy on it. Just super pretty though. The pink, purple, very much my vibe. Then we have a very, very common one, the Arcturus Classics. This is UK. There's like 30-ish or so in the series of other ones you can get. Pretty common in stores even here in the US. You can get them for like 5 to 10 bucks. But I just think it's really pretty. And I think this is the one that I read from, right? Is it? Yeah. Yep, because that's where my book plate is. So yeah, this is the one that when I'm going to reread Wuthering Heights, this is the one I go to. And that's kind of why I wanted a paperback that was like a cheaper one, but I didn't want like some hideous, ugly one. So that's why I got this. It's a nice, good little paperback, thin. It's not so like special that I don't want to like ruin it. Like I haven't broken the spine, but that's just because I haven't needed to, but I would and I wouldn't care. So whereas all these other ones I ain't touching other than to show in a video. Then we have one that is kind of a collectible, and I got this at a used rare collectible bookstore here in the Phoenix area. It's the Peebles Classic Library. When you look online, I can only find editions on like eBay, things like that. They're not crazy expensive though. There's 16 in the series, and like they all look like this, like the series all like matches. Yeah, there's 16 in the series, and yeah, you can get them, like it's in like the $15 range. So they're not crazy expensive or anything like that, but it was kind of a more rare. This edition published by arrangement with Edito Service SA, Geneva, Switzerland. Thought it was cute. Nice little, like, fancy library edition or whatever, you know. Old school, old-fashioned, vintage looking or whatever. I mean, I guess it is kind of. Then we have another Wordsworth Editions Limited, but this is their collector's collection. There are 16 books in this collection. Little naked hardcover. So cute. You can find them easily enough online. Not like a lot of options, but there's enough. This is another one from Bookman's, new. Probably another one that Elle got for me, I would assume. You can get them for like 10 to 15 bucks, depending. Very light pages too, that one. You know, some books are like heavier than others just because of the pages, like what kind of paper, and that one's super, super light. Then we have the Chiltern Classics, the Chiltern Publishing one that is just stunning. This collection, they're all just stupid gorgeous. They're all like some kind of floral thing going on. It's not very rare. This is a UK publisher. I've seen these in bookstores many, many times. There's around 16 in the series, I believe, from what I could see online. You know, it has the like shiny pages, you know? Cool. I don't know what that's called, but it's like the, yeah, where it almost feels like not paper. But yeah, these are, you can get them for like $15 to $20 new. Just super pretty. And this is very heavy compared to that other one. And then the one that is actually truly like a special limited edition that was from LitJoy Crate Classics collection. It is not something you can buy new anymore. It was a very like limited print, limited special edition. You can find copies on resale websites, depending on the person selling them, ranging from $65 to $200. It's not like in abundance. There's not a shit ton of them anymore. That's where I ended up buying mine, was secondhand from like Mercari or Pango Books or something. It's really, really pretty. It has this like box that it comes in, and then there's that spine. Take it out, and like just so beautiful, very moody, very much the vibes, and the tree branches looking like intertwined, you know, the sprayed edges, the foil, and then the end papers are really cool with the quote. And yeah, it has the little LitJoy Classics, LitJoy team thing. Yeah, this was from 2021. Really cool family tree. Whoa, hey, whoa, jeez. Really cool family tree here. I don't remember if this has like illustrations or anything. I don't think so. Oh, it does have some, yeah. See? Some random illustrations in here. There's another one. They're really cool. That's that one. So this is probably the most rare one that I have now, since there's not a bunch of them online. It was a limited edition, and people reselling them are, you know, trying to make their money. That's for sure. And that is all of my Wuthering Heights. And yeah, there are, I had it numbered. I'm an idiot, I forgot. 19. I have 19 currently. I thought I had 20. Almost. And then on to Great Gatsby. This, I only have 8 Great Gatsby editions, but that's more than I had before, so let's check them out. I do have the same that I have of Wuthering Heights, the Wordsworth Editions Limited Luxe Collection, where there's 6 in this collection, and I mean, come on. That is so pretty. Again, not super, super common, but it is possible to find these online. 15-ish bucks for new ones. 15, 20. Again, just regular pages, no like artwork or anything, but such a pretty cover. My God. Then this one, which is one of my faves. It's just so cute. It's a Sirius, which is Arcturus. Same as Arcturus. And this one I think also does not have, yeah, it's a division of Arcturus Publishing Limited. And this was published in 2021, but it has like the silver sprayed edges. I just think it's so cute and very much the vibes of The Great Gatsby. And this one you can find online for like resale sites, around 10 bucks. Where did I get these? Did I buy these? Did Nashwa send me this too? Or did I go find them? Because, okay, it's the same Macmillan Popular Classics of The Great Gatsby. But like, I haven't talked about having this like collection, so I don't think Nashwa actually did send this to me. Did I order it? Maybe I got it on like UK Amazon. These ones, because on the back it's euros, so I don't know. But it's the same. Another one that I have, like the same copy that I have of Wuthering Heights too. The same collection. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, cute, cute. They're just different colors of like the same kind of design or whatever. But yeah, those ones I must have gotten on like some website, because I don't think Nashwa sent me. I know she sent me those 2, certainly the one with a note from her in it, and the other one. But anyway, this is the copy that I have to read in the future when I do reread it. It's just this regular like vintage classics one. Nothing fancy here. It's by Random House. I couldn't find it online, but I think probably because I don't know what the like specific series name is. I've seen this out like in the wild plenty of times. And yeah, it's just, this is the one that I have read in the past. So just a kind of whatever copy that I don't care about messing up. This one I just wanted because it is the original cover. This is the first Scribner Classic Collier edition, 1986. It's one of the like earlier editions that like if you read this in school, I didn't mean to say first edition. It's not a first edition. The book was not published in 1986. But this is the one that like if you read this in school, in high school or middle school or some shit, like this is probably the copy that you read from. Like this is the one I've seen the most. like growing up and stuff, like this is the cover that I associated with The Great Gatsby, is this cover here. So that's why I wanted this one. You can definitely find these online easily to varying degrees of used, from like $5 up to $35 for really pristine ones. This one I got isn't like crazy pristine or anything, but I just wanted one of these just kind of for nostalgia, you know? I'm pretty sure that is the cover from when I read it in high school. Then we have this really, really cool one that I freaking love. This is Black Dog and Leventhal Publishers under Hatchet Group. You can find it online pretty easily for around 20 bucks. If we take this off, just this really smooth, simple, naked hardcover. And I don't think there's any artwork in here. Oh, no, there is. That's right. Yeah, there's a little bit of artwork. And the like page formatting is kind of cool, like with the stuff at the top and the bottom. Is there anything else? I mean, there's other like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, so this is a neat little copy. Oh yeah. Cool artwork. It's illustrated by Adam Simpson. Good job, Adam. Then this one that I freaking love. I think this is just so pretty. Blackstone Publishing. It's pretty common. I've seen it in stores several times, but I just think it's so cool. It's around 25 bucks. I think you can find them online probably for like around 15. Cool. I think there's artwork in this one. More like cool page, like formatting. And yeah, there is artwork. Yep. Super cool. Like, I would love prints of these. And then this one, which is the most vintage edition of The Great Gatsby that I have. It's the Scribner's 1953. Used copies are fairly available online. Some are in really rough shape, though it's kind of like the vintage one of Wuthering Heights that I have, where some of them are real dinged up. All of them are a little bit. It's definitely not something you can buy like new anymore. It's no longer in print. Deckled edges. This one I've had for a hot minute. And yeah, you can get it for like $5 to $25, depending again on the seller and how pristine or not the one you find is. But I, again, just like to have a vintage one or two. And there we have it. That is all of my current Wuthering Heights, 19 of them, and my 8 Great Gatsby editions. I don't know when I'll like stop, you know what I mean? Because there's definitely ones that I'm like, I don't need it. Like, why? But it's just fun to find cool editions of books. And classics are really the only place you can find like that many cool, different, varied editions of them. So I do like to collect the ones that I enjoy. And initially I was gonna do that with Pride and Prejudice because I had a couple, but I reread Pride and Prejudice and I do still love it. Like, it's a great book and I have a copy of, and I'm sure I will reread it, but it's just not one that is like a fave. And maybe that's like sacrilege, I don't know, but it is what it is. If you do collect any classics or any other books, maybe more modern ones that have cool editions, unlike my fave modern one, City of Girls, that has none. Let me know though what ones you collect, and if you collect Wuthering Heights or Great Gatsby, like, do you have any of these or other books, other classics that are in these like same collections? Do you have editions of other books in these collections? Be curious to know. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.